In this third episode of CICD and Infrastructure as Code, we're going to see how to test the artifact that we created in the previous episode. And we're going to use Terratest for testing, and we're going to put everything in a container. So we're going to test not only our Terraform code, but also our entire artifact and our Docker image. If you're new, this is Out of DevOps, a YouTube channel for software engineers. In the previous episodes, we saw two things. One was how to externalize the Terraform configuration using the YAML decode function. And two, we saw how to create an artifact. So we containerized our Terraform code. We put everything in a Docker image, including module providers and all the dependencies. And today we're going to see how we can push this further with adding a test. So we can test our infrastructure as code to make sure it does what we expect. But we also want to test our Docker image. So let's jump into the code, and as you can see here, now I have a new directory. So before we had configuration and Dockerization, now we also have a testing directory. The content of this directory is pretty much the same of the one we had before with the Dockerization. The only additional thing that you can find is this test folder. So in the test folder, we have a Golang file. So we are using a library called Terratest. This library allows us to run Terraform commands, so we can use Golang for testing our Terraform. And what I'm doing in this test, let's start from the beginning. So we have this constant, which is our input YAML. So in the previous video, we were using YAML decode function. So all our Terraform variables are codified in this YAML file. So what we have here is our YAML definition that will be stored in a file by the Terraform test. So I created this function that writes the content into a file. And if you remember from previous video, our Docker image expects an input YAML file under the config folder. So we are creating this, and the other thing we are doing, then we are running our test. So our test is a standard test in Golang, and we are using the Terratest library. So we are passing all the configuration for our backend, so this can be externalized. This is just an example, so don't look at what I'm testing, is just for demo purposes. So what we are doing here, line 52, I'm writing a file, and then I'm deferring the Terraform destroy command. And then I'm asserting on a couple of things. So first of all, before we even start, I'm asserting that the bucket doesn't exist. Our YAML file is creating two buckets. One is going to be called storage EU Anto, and the other one is storage EU General. After that, I initialize and apply the Terraform script, and in the end, we assert that the bucket exists. So after this, because we have the destroy here, at the end of the test, the destroy will be called. Let's have a quick look at the bucket exist function. What I'm doing here is super simple. I'm just using the Google library to create a storage client and check the attributes on the bucket. So this should return an error in case the bucket doesn't exist. So we return if error equals nil to validate if the bucket exists or not. So a few other things. This is validating our Terraform code and the creation of resources, but is also working under the assumption that we run in the container, because we are using this hard-coded path here. So to do that, what I've done is I created another Dockerfile. So this Dockerfile is another multi-stage build, where we have the first stage is where we build our test. So there are a couple of things to notice here. So first of all, I'm copying all the files and dependencies. Then I'm downloading the modules and the dependencies. And the other important thing is that I am compiling our test. So this flag, the -c and -o. -c is for compiling, -o is for the output. So I'm compiling the test because if you remember, our Docker image that contains the Terraform code is based on Scratch. So there are no files, no other dependencies. So we want to have an executable that is statically linked. So we want to have an executable that we can simply run in our Scratch image. So in the second stage, what I'm doing is I'm basing everything from the Docker image that we created in the previous episode, so Terraform GCS, and then copying the compile test from, as you can see, from build to here. So now what we have is we have an additional layer on top of our previous Docker image that contains only Terraform. This additional layer contains just the executable for testing our Terraform. And now the other thing we can do is run this. So the first thing we need to do, we need to build our Docker image. So we build with this simple command. So docker build, and we're going to call the image Terraform test. And now what we can do, we can execute. Now if we look at this command, what we are doing here is we are passing the Google application credentials because we need to be authorized to create the bucket and the resources. And this will also be used by the Google library to check if the bucket exists. We mount it and then we run our test. So we are just calling the executable here. And now we can just run. Let me make this a little bit bigger so we can read the logs. So now Terraform will be initialized by our test. We're running the apply, and we should see the resources that it wants to create. So 7 resources to add as last time. We are running the test, validating that the bucket exists, and now we're running the Terraform destroy auto approve. So at the end of this, we should be able to see the 7 resources to be destroyed and the test result. So this test passed. As you can see, also the status code is 0, so no errors. So what did we do so far? In the first episode, we externalized the configuration using the YAML decode function. So we have our modules controlled by a single input variable that is in a structured variable that contains all the details to control our module. In the second episode, we created a Docker image to encapsulate all our logic in a single executable that is very easy to distribute in a different environment, because we can leverage things like Docker registries, and we can also manage the access to these artifacts using the permission models that are built in cloud providers like in GCR or ECR. And today we tested everything together. So we tested our Terraform code, so our YAML file and also our Docker image using Terratest. So in the next episode, we're gonna see how this solution can fit in CICD and how we can build an SDLC for infrastructure as code. We're gonna see pros and cons, and also let me know what you think down in the comment. You will find links to this tutorial and to the other videos down in the description. And that's it for now, and see you soon. Bye bye.